Hey guys, Tom601, and today we have the Northern Dragon, the all-new Pan-Asian crate reward slash premium ship that you can get this update. We're not going to do our traditional full review on it, mainly because it is very much in Akizuki, but it follows different rules, and there are some slight kind of changes here and there. So if you've played Akizuki, i.e. the Tier 7 Japanese gunboat, you have a good idea of what to expect with Northern Dragon. However, there are a couple of really big changes. Actually, there's one really big change, and it has to do with the fact that it's a Pan-Asian ship compared to a Japanese ship and what that means for game mechanics. Because, Akizuki has 100 millimeter guns, which means, for the Japanese, it follows a 1/5 penetration roll, i.e., the shells are able to penetrate 20 millimeters of armor using HE. Unfortunately for Northern Dragon, it's Pan-Asian. It doesn't get the special HE pen that the Japanese do, so it follows the standard 1/6 rule, which means it only penetrates 16 millimeters with its 100 millimeter guns. And well, guys, let me tell you, 16 millimeters means the only thing you can pen in this game is some superstructure. You can't pen the hull of other destroyers with these guns. It is only superstructure, and lightly armored superstructure at that, that you can actually pen with the HE. And it's all even more tortured by the fact that there's a challenge you have to do with this ship, or that the game wants you to do with this ship, to set 10 fires, which means it wants you to sit there in vain and use the HE and just watch things shatter. It's absolutely terrible. So basically what this means is, for Northern Dragon, you need to use AP at all times. We're demonstrating why right now with the HE, but you need to use AP at all times. And to do that, you're probably going to want to run Sa Bing. He's going to be the commander that we are running right now. He is going to help increase or decrease the... He's going to increase the penetration angles, making your AP just that much better. So that's my kind of forewarning with Northern Dragon, because it's a bit of a quirky ship. Other quirks that it carries over, like from Akizuki, is its torpedo reload booster and the fact that it only has one rack of torpedoes. Good thing, just like Akizuki, the timing on the regular torpedo reload and the reload of the torpedo reload booster are in the same neighborhood. They're about 20 to 30 seconds off. But what this means is that, especially with this ship, because you have 3 charges of the torpedo reload booster, is you can dump torps, hit that reload booster, dump a second set of torps, and then everything will be ready to do that sort of dance all over again. So that's nice. Anyways, what have we been doing? Well, we kind of came out to this edge right here, and we are just going to start spotting for our team. We haven't gotten any damage. We've just had shatters on the enemy team, but we have this cluster of battleships, which, destroyer, very good at hunting down a cluster of battleships. We are going to provide spotting for our team because we're going to be good teammates. I do wish in times like this, we would be able to know when we are providing spotting damage and like when the rest of our team is spotting, because it would be nice to be able to figure that out. But this set of torpedoes comes in. One thing I think I failed to mention is, instead of traditional torps in this boat, you do have deep water torpedoes, which, hey, that does help. You can see we are getting some beautiful massive hits, 2 on the Iowa and 1 on the Marlboro. But as these battleships start to push in, we're kind of seeing our team begin to engage with them, which tells me, hey, you may be able to get away with pop and smoke here and start engaging these guys. And I was like, let's try the HE. Because I'm currently in the midst of doing the challenge where I have to set a certain number of fires with this HE. Let's try and, 1, do some damage on the Marlboro, but 2, get some damage. So let's enjoy, as we are going to get just a ton of shatters on Marlborough here. But we do get 1 or 2 fires. Fire chance is okay on the boat. Like, it's not something to really write home about. It sits at 8%, which, hey, you do have a 3.9 second reload, which is pretty quick. Not the 2 point something second of Akizuki. Like, that's the other thing to remember, is Akizuki does have better guns. So this is a bit of a weird boat. You're going to see, now that Marlborough is starting to get close, we do need to start doing damage. He's remained oblivious to us at this point. You know, he has those horse blinders on, and at this point you can see just how good the AP damage actually is when you do decide to use the AP. The AP does absolutely slap on this boat. Let me be clear. It is a boat that is all about using that AP, and you can do some pretty good damage even when enemies are angled in, just because you can get into that superstructure, get some pens. The geometry up there doesn't always match the geometry of the hull, so you can get some decent shots here and there. We're backing out of the smoke here, seeing if we can line up a torpedo strike on that Iowa, or if we can provide spot for our team, because if we look, he's sitting nice and broadside. Maybe our teammates would be able to send a shot this way. But either way, he's approaching what will be the end, or what will begin to be our detection radius. So we're going to kind of hop on out of here, get going. You can see a couple shells pop in. We're doing the blind fire, seeing what we can accomplish here and there, and getting ready to pop out of the smoke, get ready to use the torpedo reload booster if we need to, but we're only about 40 seconds out. So the other thought is, let's just hold, save that reload booster, even though we're down to just 2 ships on the enemy team. We'll continue to spot this Iowa until we can drop those torpedoes. But we can see some shells from our teammate come in. We provide the spots, and we'll go ahead and finish off this Iowa here before he can turn his turrets. And boom, there he goes. As we saw, once again, the AP on the boat is absolutely fantastic. You should just use the AP at all times. That is my #1 recommendation with the Northern Dragon. Do you need the Northern Dragon? Probably not. I think Akizuki is overall a little bit better of a boat, but it is fun having this little bit of a twist on it. We can see Kronstadt and Bismarck coming in. My thought was that the Kronstadt was going to try to ram the Bismarck, but I guess he didn't want to finish off the last boat like that. But we're going to start just farming the Bismarck, and you'll see the kind of damage that we can pick up with the AP here. And, you know, it's really respectable, especially for, you know, what is going to be just AP. Now, the thought here now is, well, Bismarck knows where we are. We're a destroyer. We're one of 3 ships left. Let's go ahead, pop the engine boost. We'll save the reload booster, because I don't want to risk like popping the reload booster and then the 1 torpedo launcher being knocked out. We're going to save it to the last second. Once we get closer, that's when we'll pop it. But these torpedoes are looking good, and, well, down goes Bismarck. So, guys, that is Northern Dragon. Like I said, fun boat. I don't think you need it. It's an Akizuki where you can't pen anything with the HE. Anyways, guys, if you liked the video, go ahead, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.